Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sense of Spirit and I am Erin. We're going to do a read for the week of the 26th of April through the 2nd of May. Okay, so it's going to encompass approximately the next 6 days for you. It is a general reading that I do, and I believe that if you're here, you are meant to see it, and there's something in it for you. I like to start these weekly readings with 3 separate cards that come from 3 separate decks. So I'm going to pull what I call a keyword for us, and that's going to give us an overarching theme for the week. It's going to give us an idea of what we can expect. And this week I'm going to use the soul coaching cards for that. Okay. The second card is going to be pulled from the Power of Surrender cards, and it's going to be something that we can work on getting rid of over the course of the week. I find these cards to be extremely accurate, and they often point out something that we might be dealing with but not really aware of. So it helps us when we try to work through our issues. And then the third card's going to come from our super attractor cards. That's going to give us the basically mantra for us to refer back to the week. That'll give us an idea of what we can concentrate on. All right. When we're done with that, I'm going to make 3 separate piles, and I'm going to allow you to personalize it a little bit more by allowing you to choose from one of the 3 columns that I'm going to lay out. But we're going to start right now with the top 3 and get an idea of what the general overview is going to be for everybody watching this video for the week of the 26th of April through the 2nd of May. There's our first card. I guess I should have had them pulled out, huh? Sorry about that, guys. Trying to keep things rolling here for you. And here's the second card. Interesting. And the third card is going to be our super attractor cards. I'm just going to get them lined up here for you. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so these are really good, positive, bright, sunny, shiny cards. Let me get these out of my way so I can actually talk to you. The first card that came out from the Soul Coaching deck, is Delight. And so this card is talking to us about reminding us to know that everything around us is delightful. Everything has the capability of bringing us happiness and joy, and that we should really just kind of enjoy it. When I look at this particular card, the colors are nice and bright and light. I like that the birds are flying kind of freely. So that feels to me like we're going to have a week that is very easy, all right? Very pleasant and not too stressful for us. So let's see what else we've got. The surrender to, this is some great advice. This is telling us to surrender to what ifs. So this week, make a conscious effort to not put yourself into the future or the past, okay? We can't change the past. We can't control the future. The only thing that we can be assured of is that we are here right now. So don't get stuck in that cycle of, I wish I would have, or what if I did, because it serves no purpose. It adds confusion, and it just, honestly, it's exhausting, okay? Third card, this is our mantra. It's good to feel good. I don't think it gets more simple than that, does it? So this is our message from our spirit squad to tell us to just enjoy the moment. Know that everything really is good and that you can just be happy with that. So this week I'm going to switch up the card decks a little bit, and I'm going to go with my Gaia Oracle cards. I don't think that I've used these for a reading. And we've got the camera a little closer this week so you cannot see the piles, but we're going to work it through. So let's give them a clear and a shuffle so we can line up the week for you. And again, what I'm going to do is ask you to take a moment and decide on which pile you want to reflect your week. Is it going to be number 1, number 2, or number 3? These obviously want to come out for pile number 1. So we need one more. Wow. Those 3 cards all, well, I won't tell you. I'll wait because you might still be deciding. Keep going here. And I'm going to pull this one because it felt right. And one more. Just give me one more second to get to that third pile. We got one. Oh, I love Ganesh. We've got 2 and 3. Well, isn't that interesting? It constantly amazes me how I can randomly select 3 piles of cards and how they can just align. Each pile tells its own story and they all connect. All right, friends, for those of you who selected pile number 1, the message for you guys is all about love. The first card that came out is the Flame Tree, and this is talking about starting something new. So I don't know. We're going to get into this a little bit, but the Flame Tree is telling us that it's time for you to find your passion, okay? To find that fire, to find the things that create that feeling of spark within you, all right? So it's time for you to start something new. If you got it on the back burner, if you have been contemplating a change of some sort, be it career or relationship or financial, whatever it is, this is a good week for you to put those plans into motion, okay? Second card is Sacred Heart, and this is talking about, again, interestingly, passion. So you can see that the heart is at the center of the card. So put love, put your desires, put the things that your passion center, put that center so that you can follow your dream and follow the things that you want to achieve. Third card is actually also a love card. So this was talking about eternal love, and you can see from, again, the colors in the card, everything is really bright and sunny and it's flowing well. This is talking to us about being fulfilled, to finding our rhythm, to being in that place that we can most thrive and that we can be the happiest. Okay? So my friends, if you selected pile number 1, this is the week to pay attention to your passion because it's time for you to start. If you haven't made changes yet, it's a go. Don't wait any longer, okay? Now is the time for you to make sure that your heart's desires are being met and that you are doing the things that are passionate. And that encompasses everything from relationships to work, okay? You have the ability to make the changes and you deserve to be happy. And you will be, because the final card is eternal love, which is your harmony, your peace, your fulfillment, happiness. Okay? So once you get on that path and you decide what it is you want to focus on, what it is that fuels you, it's waiting. It's all waiting. Pile number 2. First card that came out is actually also talking about fulfillment and harmony. The tree is at the center of this. So I want to say that one of the messages I'm getting also is for you to make sure that you're really grounded, okay? That you are focused and that you're able to see things clearly, that you're not being bothered by the minutia that could be floating around. Don't allow anybody or any external noise to get into your space. Just kind of block it out and find your own peace, your own harmony. This actually even talks about protection, and I think that sometimes we have to protect ourselves by turning off the noise, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean it's somebody in your home or in your workspace. It could be the television, because God knows there's a lot of crap on there we don't need to be looking at. Winter's End came up in the middle. So this is talking to us about you having some kind of a, think of the phoenix coming up from the fire. So this is a rebirth. This is something that you've changed, that you have gone ahead and decided that you wanted to fine tune, hone in something that you've been waiting for. If you have not put it into motion already, this is a good week. You'll see these things changing. And then at the end of the week, this is called the Temptress, and she's reminding you to keep it on the up and up. It could be that there's somebody around you who's not necessarily being very, not clear, but they're not being totally honest with you. There might be some covert actions happening around you, and she's just kind of telling you to keep your eyes open and to listen. So if something doesn't feel right during this week, you might want to investigate it a little bit, okay? All right, pile number 2, my friends. Keep it grounded. Keep focused on the goals. Know that this is a very good time to be making changes, but somebody could be hiding things from you. So I want to say that one of the messages that I'm getting is telling me that if you are signing contracts of any kind, or if you're forging ahead with any partnerships, you might want to pay special attention to the fine print. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what we have. First card that came out was my buddy Ganesha. I just love him. He's talking to us about clearing the path, but not specifically because you're starting something new, just because it's time to remove anything that's old. So what he's telling us is that this is a good week for you to go through your closet, to get rid of the things that you no longer have a purpose for and pass them along. Move it along so that you can get that old stagnant energy out of your space and that you can open it up to the new. Okay, so that's where we're starting with that. Interestingly, we have the Ocean of Eternal Love, which is talking about healing, creativity. This is a moon card. Moon is water to me. Water is emotions. So some of you could be going through a breakup of some kind. It could be that you left a job, that there's been a break in your relationship with somebody. You've paused. You're not talking to somebody the way you had. You maybe had something highly emotionally charged go on between you. You're in the process of healing from that, and it's going to be okay. We need to get you through it. The final card is Perception. This card is talking about how really you need to, there's a couple of things I'm seeing. The first thing is that we need to understand that the way we see and interpret information is not necessarily the way that everybody else does. So be very wary if you feel like somebody's words in, say, for example, an email are coming across harsher or more judgmental than you would expect. It's probably not the way the person wants that information to be received by you, but rather it's your perception, okay? Because it's a poor format for them to share that with you. So try to keep that in mind this week. Your perception is going to play into things. There's a strong emphasis on her throat. I don't know if you can see it, but it's lit up with a yellow sun. So this is telling me for you to remember to use your throat chakra this week, to not be afraid to speak out, not to be afraid to say what you think needs to be said or heard from somebody else. Okay? So in conclusion, get rid of all of that old clutter. This could represent a break, already that's happened in a relationship or a job situation, because you're healing. You're going to be healing. It's something that was highly charged with emotions. But as we continue the week, remember that everybody's perception is different. And sometimes the information that we receive is not downloaded, shall we say, the way that it was intended. So keep that in mind, but don't be afraid to speak your voice. All right, this is the point in the video that I ask you to please comment, like, share, and subscribe so that I can keep doing these videos. I sincerely hope that you have found this to be of value for you and you've enjoyed it. I am Erin. This is Sense of Spirit with Erin, and thank you for your time.